Hey there, YouTube. So in the next, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, there's gonna be a new, I don't know if it's a set or whatever, but the next set is Secret Forces, and it has Yosenju, let's see, Spirit Beasts, the Spiritual Beasts, or Spirit Tamers, whatever you want to call them, and I'm not really sure if there's another archetype. If it comes to mind, I'll definitely just be like, hey, that's it. But for now, those are the two I know that are, like, from my top of my head, I know those are in there for sure. So one of my favorite decks that I think is really, really cool is Yosenju, whatever. Yosenju is really, really good. It's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of, like, spamming the field with just normal summon after normal summon after normal summon. Plus, they play pendulums, and their pendulums are really, really good. Like, this one, just, if another Yosenju card in your pendulum zone, this was, like, 11. So, pendulum scale 11. So, that's pretty sweet. So, yeah, I've based this off of I went on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki and did some research, and I found, like, in the very bottom, they have, like, a suggested, like, cards that you should use in the deck, and it has, like, pendulum monsters, monster spells, and traps, and things like that you could use, and it's really, really cool. So I used a lot of, like, that for inspiration for the deck, which made a lot of sense. It does make the deck, it speeds it up, and it's really, really good. Down here, it's not really a full slide deck. It's just stuff that, like, I was gonna use and I didn't, but, hey, whatever. It's a difficult deck to play at 40 because, in my opinion, because, like, you need a big monster lineup, and, like, those monsters and the pendulum, to me, the pendulum monsters are some of the most important monsters because normal summoning, the Yosenju, like, Kametachi and, Kamamitachi, the Beast Warriors, when they're normal summon, they get bounced back to the hand at the end phase, when they're normal summoned, so it just makes it difficult to have a really good field presence, like, when, during your opponent's turn. But you still need a lot of monsters in order to make good plays and go off and stuff. In my opinion, I don't see this going, like, to a super high tier. I see it being, like, max tier 2. Let's say at least a tier 3. But, or maybe even a rogue deck. I mean, who knows? It hasn't come out yet, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile here. So, we start with this little, guy right here, Yosenju Kametachi. He just normal summons, and you normal summon off from the hand, and then, if you control an all Yosenju monster, you can target one face-up monster, or face-up card your opponent controls, return that card to the hand. So it's good against the continuous spells and traps that are, like, in this format, and also their monsters that are really annoying, so, like, Dante, Winda, Construct, things like that. So, that's pretty cool. This one is another, like, it's basically another plate, or Pollux, kind of, from, like, Constellars. It's just basically gives you another, normal summon, so, this one, it can attack your opponent directly, but its battle damage is halved if, it does, and, also, you gain another normal summon. On to level 6s, this one, the Maggot, this card's normal summon, you special summon one from your deck. So, it's nice because this will help you build field presence that won't be bounced back to your hand, unless you, special summon, say, like this one, or, like, the Pendulum Monsters, basically. If the pendulum monsters, if they're special summoned, they get bounced back to the hand, so that makes it a little bit, like, more difficult. So there are restrictions to playing the deck. You can't just go off and be like, okay, come at me, bro. It's just a little bit harder to play. Some more level 4s. This is basically like an Honest. It's really, really cool. It does basically the same thing. What is going on? I hate when it does that. So it's cool to see that, like, they have their own, like, little Honest. That's pretty sweet. Then for the other, level 6, this is, Yamamisaki. I don't even know. I can't even say these damn names. They'll probably be changed when they come to the TCG, and they'll be changed to something, like, more English. So, it's, like, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles a non-win monster, you can destroy that monster. When this card Pendulum is Pendulum summoned, who can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it during the end phase. This card is first summoned, turns to the hand. So the only advantage with like the pendulums is that like these special summons can happen like once a turn. Once they do, they're gonna be bounced back to the hand, but you can still have those normal summon presence. But it's just the deck is hard to have a big field presence on your opponent's turn. That's the only problem I see with the deck, really. And the amount of like monsters you need to run. Like this would probably be up to like a 50 or 60 card deck, like for it to be like consistent spells and traps, which it could work, but it just make things a little bit harder. You could totally make your opponent deck out though. That'd be pretty hilarious actually. And then the three are like the Pendulum monsters. We have this one, which is like a huge beat stick. Then we got Ada as Pendulum Dragon. We run him at 1. We run Seren Shinju at 1, and then we run the Yosenju or whatever. This one's at 3 because these two are at 3 because the pendulum scale is really what, like, this was what makes up the pendulum scale. These two here, because this, like, you send this to left pendulum zone, send this one to right, and then like this one gets boosted up from 5 to 11, and you can pendulum summon like crazy and go off some really good plays. But you know, again, there's restrictions with bouncing back to the hand at the end phase. So onto the spells and traps. Well, there's not many traps, but you know, spells. After the storm is really good because you won't have a lot of field presence again at the start of your turn and during your opponent's turns. When you start your turn off and you have this in your hand, you can go ahead and use this, and if there's anything in the graveyard you want to add to your hand, there you go. So, and then we play 1 Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. Really good field spell. I see why it's at 1. It makes sense. I'm sure Mist Valleys were at, like, when they're at their top, they really fed off this a lot. So this is cool to see. And then Tenki and Tensu, most of the monsters in here are Beast Warrior, or a good majority of them at least. So these 6 cards right here help the Beast Warrior engine, speeds it up, searching the mountain stuff. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, because back row is a problem, and so, like, especially in this format, so this will help. And if you need to like get some of those pendulum monsters out, like you're playing like Coforts, you can go ahead and MST them. So and then next is the continuous spell, which is Yokai Shrine of the Trial, or Yokai Shrine of Trials. It's basically like 1 counter. You like remove, like, each time a Yosenju monster is normal summoned or special summoned, you can place 1 Yosen counter on this card, and you can remove 1 Yosen counters from this card to activate these effects. You can only use the effect the Yokai Shrine once per turn. Shrine of the Trials. Yeah, it's like, okay, so you remove 1. Oh my god, I'll just tell it. I don't need to click shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you remove 1 counter. All Yosenju monsters you currently control gain 300 attack until the end phase. 3 counters. What is this? Go away. Yeah, my computer's having a little bit of a problem lately with that kind of stuff. I'm trying to fix it, but anyway, 3 counters. Add 1 Yosenju monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So that's pretty cool. Also helps with searching, so that's nice. This is my like favorite card in the entire deck. It's so good. It's like the Solemn Judgment without having to pay anything. So yeah, this card's pretty sweet. It's when a spell, trap card, or monster effect excuse me, is activated while you control Yosenju card, and all of that face-up monsters you control, if any, are Yosenju monsters. Negate the activation if you do destroy it. So this card's really cool because you don't need monsters in the field, because you can just have this or these, or like just like activate a pendulum monster like that's Yosenju, and then activate, and then like go, and then you can use this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's really, really good in my opinion. But like really helps because there's not a lot of defenses this deck can like really do. So you know, it just really helps. This deck is definitely like you know, still a work in progress. Onto the extra deck, we play 1 Tiger King, 1 Luminescent Knight, M7 is really good to add to your graveyard, or from your graveyard to your hand. We play 2 Diamond Dire Wolf. We play 1 Gauntlet Launcher, 1 Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. This card is really good. It's the tech of my choice. You guys can do it if you want, but I really prefer to do this. It's awesome. It's basically 3 level 4 wind monsters, and it's like it can't be targeted by like effects, or it can't be targeted for attacks either. Or no, it can only not be targeted by attack, or yeah, by like attack. You can't attack it basically. But it can attack your opponents directly during end phase if you discard 1 card. So basically, this card will be on the field most of the time, and you just poke for 2,000 3 turns in a row, and that's game basically. So this card is really vital at sometimes, because like sometimes your opponent just can't stop it. So excuse me. So yeah, I really like this card, and Lavalval Chain, good for your searching and send it into the grave. Lightning Chidori, let me play to negate spells and traps. This is what we use right here, the morale leader. 101, let me play Shogi Rook, number 72, Shogi Rook, and then Strike Bouncer. So yeah, Strike Bouncer and Shogi Rook are some of my favorite rank 6s in this deck. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's about it for this Hyperfile, you guys. Go ahead and check out my other channel, or I've dashed the video on my channels for more videos and some Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm going to be putting up a video when Secret Forces comes out, if I can get my pop-up blocker to work. It's getting really annoying with all that stuff, so I'm trying to fix it. But anyway, go and check my other videos. Look forward to more content. Please like and subscribe below, and I will talk to you guys soon.